What's going on, guys? I got the official answer. Should you put your prices on your website? Let's get into it. What's going on, guys? My name's Scott King. I run a DJ company over here in Orlando, Florida, www.djsorlando.com if you want to check that out. Also have a coaching business, www.coachscottking.com. And if you like what you're hearing, make sure to join the Facebook group. Today, let's talk about prices on your webpage. All right, so here's the deal. And this is the same mentality that I got from my hypnosis classes, right? If you want to talk about value versus price. So if you were to get a car and somebody said, hey, look, do you want to buy this car for $5,000? You know, if it's a Lamborghini for $5,000, then you're making a killing, right? It's a great value for the price. But if it's a beat up junker that doesn't even start and you got to pay $5,000 for it, well, then you're not spending your money in a good way. So it's all about value. And then we ask the question, should you put your prices on your webpage? Well, you can. And let's think about it like this. If somebody who is just a tire kicker, they go to your website and they see their prices and they move on. And that doesn't mean they're obligated to come back to you, right? They go to your website and you at least have got to get an email address for them so that you can, keep in touch with them, because it's going to take like 12 hit points before they end up booking with you anyway. But if they get the price and they already have like a preconceived notion. Now, I also understand DJs are all over the spectrum when it comes to how much they charge for their services or how much they think their service is worth. And that's all well and good. At the same time, let's talk about the mentality of the tire kicker or the lead. And you only have so much time in the day to spend with people. So the way you set up your prices, or how you set up how to get prices, will start to weed out people that are tire kickers, right? Or people that might be difficult clients. So if they go to your website and they get annoyed that you don't have your prices there, then would you want that client anyway? Wouldn't you want somebody to follow your breadcrumbs or to jump through a few hoops, so that they're committed to you and your business? Now, it's up to you to make sure you're doing the 12 connect points, right? And then following up with emails when they come in, and then doing the close when you talk to them face to face. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about an email I got, and I'll read it for you word for word. I won't share the screen or anything like that. In fact, I just texted it to one of my DJs because we were kind of laughing at it a little bit. But basically, I'll read it word for word, right? I've already booked another DJ, one who is very transparent and upfront about their prices. I shouldn't have to waste my time talking on the phone to each and every DJ to get their prices, nor watch a 5-minute video. So, just listening to that, is that somebody you would want to work with? I mean, if they can't take 5 minutes to watch a video that explains everything, and then, to sit down and see if the personality of the person's even going to be a good fit for their wedding day, something to think about, right? So basically, if they can't spend 5 minutes to watch a video or sit down and talk with you to see if you're going to be able to execute, what they're looking for their big day, then do you really want to waste any more time? Obviously, time is a very important value to this person, but yet just to hear them say they couldn't spend 5 minutes to watch a video. Oh, Lordy. And that just goes back to another difficult client that I had in a previous video, right? If they're going to be difficult in the front, they're not going to change. So if they don't meet you halfway, or at least follow some of the guidelines and that you set up in the beginning, then they're not going to respect you when it comes to the day of the event. And honestly, I've just saved myself a headache by weeding out people that aren't going to be a good fit for my company, because that's another thing too. When you're sitting down and doing a sales call, it has to work both ways. If they think the world operates a certain way and you think the world operates a certain way, do those things come together, or is it just best for you to go on your separate ways? And this becomes a little bit of a complex situation depending where your business is. So if you're just starting out, you might want to think about doing something different, although I would advise not to put your prices on your website and then have them call and set up an appointment with you so you can explain, again, back to the story, right? The value of your services. Somebody who's just looking for prices probably isn't a good fit for my company. And I could have responded to this email. Well, what point would that be, right? I could say, well, the 300 events we did last year, they all did the same process, but I'm sorry it didn't work out for you. Like, what would that even prove, right? Like, so it's just best to send these people on their way, and they can be a headache for whoever they hired. So again, when it comes to putting your prices on your website, it all depends on where you're at with your business. So if you're just starting out, you may not want to have your prices on your website because you want people to be intrigued with your services until you get to the point where you're just so booked that you don't care. Here's my prices. I raised them up. Don't call me unless you have this money. So those are two different ways to look at it. And I would just advise for you not to put your prices on your website until you get to a point where you need to stop the tire kickers from taking up your time because you want to spend time with the people that have the money for your services. So alrighty guys, so come and join the Facebook group. We talk about these things all the time, and I'm www.coachscottking.com, and I will see you on the inside. Alrighty.